We're here in New York at Book Expo America 2012, and I'm your host, Kristen White of Bestselling Celebrity Author TV. And I'm here with Barbara Nachman, and she has an incredible book called Editor of the Year.
Hi, thanks for having me on.
Yeah, what is this book about?
Editor of the Year is a contemporary novel that brings readers into the newsroom to meet what I call the unpressed men and women of the press. And it takes place right now when newspaper people are afraid of losing their jobs because of the encroaching internet, and they're afraid of having to go to the dark side, which is public relations. The book opens up with an editor who is actually incompetent and quite arrogant and narcissistic, but somehow he manages to get nominated for this prestigious award, Editor of the Year. At the last page, you find out if he wins the award. And throughout the book, things happen that make it look, yes, he will win, no, he won't win. And there are a lot of other characters, too. We have a wonderful columnist. We have a young female reporter who's done really well, but now the star reporter is brought in from another newspaper and she loses her story. One of my friends who read the book and has his own show, a radio show, the first thing he said to me when he had me on his show is, "That is a sexy book, Barbara." And I didn't think of it like that because there is sex in the book, but it's not gratuitous. I mean, you get people together and
naturally it happens, right?
It happens, and so it happens in my book sometimes. But as I said, it's not gratuitous. People fall in love too, but the main love is the love of newspapers. And it's a very almost nostalgic book, and it's very idealistic, but at the same time cynical. And I wrote it in the spirit of the old-fashioned newspaper movies. The front page, North Side 777, Deadline USA, where people love the newspaper. They love the story. They'll do anything to get the story, and they don't really care that much about money. Of course, that's different today with some people.
So tell me a little bit about your background, Barbara.
I was a newspaper reporter for 25 years, and I took a buyout in 2006 because they were firing people, and I thought, gee, the buyout's better than getting fired. I will take this. Day one of my so-called retirement, I went to see Jersey Boys because I was afraid of getting up and not having anything to do. Day two, I started writing this book. And every day after that, practically 7 days a week, I wrote this book. And when I finished, it was about 9 months, it's my baby. I'm also an adjunct professor at Iona College in New Rochelle, and I was looking for quotes to give my students about newspapers and journalism, and I came across a quote, which can I read?
Please do.
It's very short, and it's written by, it was quoted or said by a newspaper reporter who passed away. Her name, she was very famous, Molly Ivins, and it said, "I don't so much mind that newspapers are dying. It's watching them commit suicide that pisses me off." And
that is a great quote.
And it was what my book was about, but not as succinct. And I said, that is exactly what I'm saying here. The internet may come in, the internet may kill us, but we're making so many mistakes. We are killing ourselves. And there's a lot of that in the book.
Well, thank you for being here, and where can we find your book?
My book is on Amazon.com, on BarnesandNobles.com, but the cheapest one is on Lulu.com, LULU.com, and it's about half price on that from the other ones. So.
Well, thanks for being here with us, and great luck at Book Expo America here in New York City.
And thank you so much. I have so much respect for what you're doing.